Give a tip to you to how to reparent your inner child, but it takes some time and work. First, you have to reach contact with your inner child. You can do this by automatic writing, which basically it's almost like you tap into your heart and you wish for the energy of your inner child to come out through the letter, if you would. First time I connected with my inner child was like over a decade ago, and it was a lot of hostility, which is to be expected. And the reason why I always advocate for inner child stuff, a lot of us are walking around here trying to be responsible, showing up as a 21-year-old, but you have a 2-year-old self that's actually the one who's functioning all the in and out for how you show up in your today. Basically, a lot of us are walking around here trying to adult, but we haven't faced the inner child that's throwing a tantrum or having a fit that haven't connected with us in years. Some of us are walking around with a 6-year-old inner child, 10-year-old inner child, 12, or even 1 or 2-year-old child. And one indication is how do you act. If you really be honest with yourself, close the door, lock whatever you need to do. You be honest with yourself. When you don't get your way or you get triggered, how do you behave? Like, I realized I did so much deep stuff, guys. So much healing where I realized that my inner child is between the age of 3 or 5. Open with you guys. I had an issue with being alone. Like, I couldn't even go to work. I needed someone that I was aware of, that I felt safe with, to be with me. So I worked with friends, I worked with family. But the idea that I would have to go out and do anything by myself terrified me, and I just couldn't understand why. But when you realize that you're your inner child, like the person who's making the decisions and the person who's processing, triggers and emotions at the age of 3 or 5, what do 3 and 5 years old do? They're like kindergartners, preschoolers. They throw a fit, they panic, they get scared. They want somebody there to always reassure them that they're loved and they're safe. And I always felt like I needed to hide as well. I was taught that it was safer to hide and to be unseen. Long story. But that was another thing. I just always really observed how I start interacting with people, probably a few months back. And I noticed if it's a stranger, I feel a bit timid. And I feel more comfortable if it's other adults there that I'm aware of. It reminds me a lot of a 3 or 5-year-old, right? If you think about a child who's 3 or 5, a lot of time they look at the parent or who they see as the adult figure there as someone who gives them permission or someone who kind of reassures them like this person is okay to open up to. I say this because the first step is to connect with your inner child and really observe what you think the age of yourself is, and 9 times out of 10, that's the best way to heal yourself. So if say you're about the age of 10, you're probably into, I don't know, hoverboard, skateboarding, whatever it can be. You might be into gaming. That's the way you can get in touch with your inner child. You got this. I love you.